About that much? It's not what you thought it was, now was it? Yeah. Not the you guys were thinking. So, I should explain why this game. I mean, it's a little late now. Also, tell me how I sound compared to the game if I need to change the volume for that. So, before it became October now, I wanted to play this game on September because 9. Why would I play Mighty Number 9 on any other month or anything else relating to 9? I do some very stupid things sometimes. It's a bit late because September has been kind of filled with a bunch of events going on. Like 2 weekends, or a weekend I was out of state, and then another week I was out of state and came back on the weekend. And it was late, and I was kind of exhausted. So, like, yeah. This game, let's actually get off of this menu. Also, I should explain, why did it take me so long to set up? In case anybody was wondering and thought that it took me a while to set up, is because either this game or Steam, I don't know which, but something doesn't like my controller. And so a lot of times I will boot up this game and then it will not acknowledge my controller's inputs at all. I am using an NSW controller, which is essentially a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. So I don't know what the problem is, but I tried solving it yesterday, earlier today. I thought I had finally fixed the problem maybe, but then it just kept on not doing it for me. But here we are. I will be using normal mode. I should probably try this out on maybe some of the higher difficulties later. Oh no, that's definitely not true. There are definitely people that actually do like this game. Because this game is not bad, if you ask me. It is a very flawed game. It definitely did not live up to the hype that it gathered, whatever. But it's not a terrible game. It has problems. I'm gonna let the story speak and then speak after it.
It is the present year. Breakthroughs in robotic technology have ushered in a new era of peace and prosperity. Violence is confined to the Battle Coliseum, where robot combatants face off in spectacular duels. Today, the Coliseum walls once again echo with the shouts and cheers of excited fans. When, suddenly...
Alright, cutscene over. This story is definitely something that has been criticized, and perhaps not undeservingly.
Go!
Professor! Back. And functioning normally, it would appear. What on earth has happened? It's chaos everywhere. Well, we won't figure it out here. We must make for the laboratory, and quickly! Beck, you forge ahead and clear a secure path. I'll follow and monitor your progress. Yes, sir.
Alright. So, one of the things I was criticized about this game's story is that for some reason it's the present day, despite, you know, futuristic robots. No, this is just the present day. This isn't in the future or anything.
Once again, the president has declared a countrywide state of emergency. This based on reports of haywire robots rampaging out of control in all 52 states. I'm being told we have a comment from Gregory Graham, CEO of Cherry Dynamics. Cherry Dyne, of course, being the world's leading robot manufacturer. Let's go there now, live.
Attention! Attention! Is this thing on? My fellow Americans, in this time of crisis, we at Cherry Dyne would just like to express that this isn't our fault. It's that Dr. Blackwell. He's the one behind this. Blame him! We at Cherry Dyne are doing all we can to help fix the situation. It's Blackwell.
Hello, is this thing on?
Avi?
And now let's go live to our Eye in the Sky Avi for today's Avi News Traffic Report. Thanks, Avi. As you can see, we've got a few accidents eastbound on, well, everywhere!
Mighty number 6! What does he think he's doing? Could he be malfunctioning too?
Another thing that's kind of weird.
Uh-oh. A security bot. And it's out of control, unlike all the others. Beck, there's no other way. You'll need to fight your way through. You can handle this. I know you can. Professor, I'll do it. Beck, did you just absorb the cells of a weakened robot and my goodness, assimilate them? Oh, of course, I designed him with that capability, but I hadn't thought it functional yet. What now?
Okay, sorry, I'm being quiet for dialogue. I know you can read it, but, I mean...
I needed that.
I lost my train of thought.
That's more like it. That's more like it.
Yeah, so, like, for some reason, during dialogue, the models of the characters are kind of awkwardly unmoving, and I don't know why they did that. Could be an art direction.
Dr. Sanda's calling. Sanda, what's the matter?
What's the matter? What the bleeding heck do you think's the matter? Are you okay, Will?
Oh, fine. More or less. And yourself?
Less than fine. Much less. These robots gone wild are tearing the place apart. I've sealed myself in the lab, but who knows how long before they break through?
Understood. We're already on our way. You try to hold them off as best you can. Bring it on. Bring it on.
I don't know if it's like just an art style thing, but the lack of animation during dialogue is kind of
Bring it on.
really awkward,
That's more like it.
and they probably shouldn't have done that if you ask me. But who am I to judge or something? Anyway, I'll explain more aspects of the game at
Beck,
certain
no
points.
time to waste. Calculate the fastest possible route to the lab.
But not right now.
Here we go. That's more like it. Here we go.
Guys are kind of obnoxious.
Here we go. All right.
At least
Here
you
we
can
go.
shoot well on ladders.
Here we go. Right. The lab is just ahead. Sonda, Sonda, are you still there? Have the robots torn you to pieces?
Criminy! Tactful as always, William. I'm here, but for Pete's sake, hurry!
Hurry? Alright.
What was that? A demolition unit. How on earth did it manage to get down there? Beck, quickly! You must stop it before it destroys the entire laboratory!
Also, going back to this game story, why does it take place in America, of all things? Like, this was made by Japanese people, so I find it a little weird that it actually just takes place in America. Not that I'm complaining. Also, easy boss.
Snap out of it! Now!
Also, I think some music was supposed to play there.
Mission clear.
For some reason, I've been having a musical glitch lately. There's supposed to be music playing here, too. I don't know why this is suddenly a problem. I hope it doesn't persist. That's the music that's supposed to be playing. Thank you for playing now. Anyway.
Sonda, are you alright?
Will, Beck, thank goodness. But where are the other mighty numbers?
Well, based on empirical evidence, I believe they might be suffering from this robot affliction that's going around.
Crikey! It's like every bot in America went completely nuts all at once. Let me contact my brother at the head office in Tokyo. Maybe he can send help.
I'm sorry, Soichiro. Please understand. The Japanese government won't let us intervene until we know the cause of the malfunctions.
I was afraid of that. But it makes sense. After all, any robots you send to help could be affected as well, making things even worse.
Just to confirm, Mr. Sonda, if we can isolate the cause of the robot rampage, you'll send aid?
Absolutely, Professor White. Anything we can do. Did you have a plan in mind?
Yes. We'll send Beck to track down all his fellow mighty numbers. Great idea! Wait, what? His assimilation ability should filter any irregularities from his siblings' programming. If we can gather and study multiple samples, perhaps we can isolate the cause of the problem.
It's a long shot, but it's our only hope. The fate of the entire country hangs in the balance. I'll finish reactivating Cole so she can provide support. Let's get to it!
Professor, Not to worry, Beck. This is well within your capabilities.
So yeah, big dialogue sequence. Not too much animation.
Go ahead and choose your next target.
And no lip flapping. Which makes it really awkward. Also, going on to that American topic. Not only does this take place in America, they also just they just straight up mention Tokyo and Japan. And it's like, oh, we can't do anything. This is an America thing. So, before we actually move on...
Attention! A new tip has been unlocked. New tips are added as the game progresses. Be sure to check back and view them regularly.
So this is Call. Just as Beck is the counterpart / analogous to Mega Man, Call is analogous to Roll, because Mega Man was originally called Rockman, so it's rock and roll. This is Beck and Call. It's a funny. Oh, there are the tips. We've probably seen most of these. Oh yeah, except this. We didn't do anything with this. This is some really weird, really niche technique that you're almost never going to see me use, except to show it off. If you hold the right bumper or whatever button you have mapped to it, and press either of these, you do some special jump command. I probably should have demonstrated that in the tutorial stage, but I kind of don't care. I think this is something to talk about. We'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. This is important to know, in my opinion. So, you'll get different cell, and it'll be a different color. It'll show an icon, and they'll give you different temporary stat boosts. Red is attack power. It also introduces piercing. Green is speed. Yellow is armor, so you take less damage. And then blue, which is the most common one, is health recovery, which, as it says here, if you press, in my case, the select button, you can basically heal to full if you have one of these charged. You can also do it on the pause menu, because reasons. I'm not going to complain that they're giving you multiple options to do that. I just kind of question why that needs to be there. Anyway, that's really all I need to talk about. You could read all of this if you ever wanted to, but most people don't want to be bogged down with text and tutorials. Especially since it's somebody streaming it.
New tips are added as the game progresses. Be sure to check back and view them regularly.
I will say that these are worth reading, though. If you, want to actually be good at the game or something, or, decent, it's good to check on these just to see how everything works, because sometimes you don't know.
Quit your lollygagging. It's up to us to stop those rampaging bots.
Oh, right. This is a DLC, so don't worry about that. So now, it's the 8 stages with the Mighty Numbers, and the DLC that we're not going to do. Now, I played through this game twice, and both times I just did it in stage order because I am a boring person. But this time, I'm actually going to do weakness order. But I'm still going to start with the first Mighty Number stage, because reasons. Generally, you should not start with Oil Platform. A lot of people seem to consider it one of, if not the hardest main stage in the game. So, not personally recommended, but I did it, and I still do it, and whatever. But, let's do this for a bit.
Mighty Number 1, Pyrogen, has been sighted near this oil refinery. Prevent a large-scale inferno.
And that's all she has to say.
You, all set, then?
Not sure if I'd really call that... well, I guess it is an explanation. I was about to say I wouldn't really call that a hint, but it's not a hint, it's an explanation.
System ready? Go!
A fire-wielding robot running wild in an oil refinery. I don't like the look of this at all.
Not exactly ideal conditions, I'll grant you that. Quickly now, Beck. Locate Mighty Number 1.
So, what was I gonna say before dialogues happened? Well, I guess you could have seen, that when I had the red power-up... shoot. That my shots pierced through some of the enemies. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna really make much use of this here. Also, while it does... Shoot, I didn't make use of it at all. It doesn't do double damage, but it does mostly double damage. It's weird that it's not precisely double. It's a little less than it, and I know because certain enemies make that calculation easy to acknowledge, but weird choice. The percentage that you get from the Zell, I think, is purely score related. I don't think it actually
Here we go.
matters as far as, like, how powerful you're gonna get it. So like, I don't think I'm gonna get like a lesser effect if my cell absorption is not 100. Anyway, it's usually beneficial to memorize how many hits it takes to defeat each enemy, because you are heavily encouraged to dash into it to absorb itself.
Here we go.
Instead of just killing it like you would in like most games.
Here we go.
I'm not exactly doing the best with health, and because this is an oil refinery, the oil will catch fire if fire attacks touch them.
Pyro!
Burn! The world must burn!
Pyro, wait!
Also, thanks for reminding me about
Multiple incoming robots detected.
about the thing.
Where?
So, oh, wrong.
And it's confirmed. Pyro has gone rogue as well. Beck, you must hurry.
Here we go. You needed that. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Okay, I'm gonna heal because I was very low there, and I don't want to risk it.
These designs of yours are something else, Will.
Yes, well, under the circumstances, that hardly feels like a compliment.
Hurry up.
Because I have issues.
Bring it on.
So, in case it wasn't obvious, the purple glowing stuff is insta-kill. It's your classic Mega Man spikes. Don't touch it, ever. Unless you want to die, which I don't know why you'd want to do that, but it is an option.
Beck, look out!
Heat has compromised the integrity of nearby structures. Please proceed with caution.
Here we go.
In case it wasn't obvious, those are also instant kills, so be wary. I'm gonna hold back there. Those two I'm usually fine speeding past, but these two, I think it is much better to stop and wait. Those ones will usually get you if you are not patient. So, the thing that they wanted me to do, that's the jump, that's the shoot. Probably never gonna use them again, except like maybe once. How about our first boss? Or our first
Pyro.
Mighty Number boss?
Finally.
You... Why you not burn? Why you not burn?
Uh-oh.
Hopefully the music plays.
Burn! Pyro crash!
Oh, it's not gonna play again, is it? Why is this happening today? I don't know. I guess it's just... Well... have a relatively quiet boss battle. Well, relatively quiet, but... very talkative. So,
I don't want to fight you, Pyro.
in order to determine what Pyro is doing,
It's no use, Beck. He's too far gone.
you kind of need to listen to what he's saying. I don't know if dying and trying again will fix the boss music. I hope it will. I am definitely a bit rusty. There was a point in time where I basically remembered how his voice lines and what he did matched, but I'm a bit out of it.
Pyro. Finally.
At least you can skip dialogue. Wow, this is just gonna be a thing, isn't it? I'm very sorry. It's also in his poses that tell you what he's gonna do. So when he does crush and raises his arms, he's going to jump over you. But here, he's just going to run. Oh yeah, and here it comes is where he explodes in the middle of the room. Need to remember that. I'm basically talking to myself. It's also very nice if you can cancel his move by absorbing his cell.
It's no use, Beck. He's too far gone. You'll have to stop him by force.
Unfortunately, when there's like actual dialogue, he doesn't do his vocal tells, so you have to rely purely on his visuals at that point.
Like a moth to the flame.
Well, I guess we're just not getting boss music for this fight. I don't know why it started happening today, though. Like, this wasn't an issue yesterday, and when I played it before, so I don't know why this is now an issue.
Pyro!
Oh, yeah, he's also, like, invulnerable to your shots when he's doing that running sometimes. I should mention it is important to actually absorb the cell from the boss as soon as possible when they turn purple. Because otherwise they will heal the damage that you did to them, and why would you want that?
Pyro, please snap out of it.
It's no use, Beck.
Okay, so it's just gonna charge. I don't know why I'm not getting that second air dash. Timing is not working. So I can just cancel out his attack like that. Also, apparently he has an insta-kill in this form. I've never been hit by it, and I'm happy. Why can I not get that second dash out? I don't get it. Okay, I got it that time. And done. Alright.
Come on, snap out of it now.
At least this music is playing. Because I didn't play last time for some reason.
Beck, is that you?
Mission clear.
This music's not playing again. That's just gonna be a thing. Man, I'm sad because, like, this game is not giving me its A game, it's giving me its C game. I need to, like, uninstall and then reinstall this game to fix this. That's gonna be dumb, but I might have to do it. I won't do it for this stream, but...
Jiminy! Atta boy, Beck! Come on, Will! Show a bit of enthusiasm!
Perhaps you should show a bit of restraint, Dr. Sanda. This is only the beginning. Call, please transfer Beck's assimilated cell data over to my terminal. I want to begin my analysis and see if I can isolate the root of the malfunction.
Right away, Professor White.
Incidentally, Sanda, I caught a bit of news on the way here. The president of Cherry Dynamics was insisting the source of the incident is Dr. Blackwell.
What? Poppycock! Blackwell is a genius, but he couldn't possibly be behind this.
You must admit, there are similarities to his last plot to shut down every robot in America.
You mean how they both originated at the Battle Coliseum? But he was caught and arrested. Even Blackwell isn't clever enough to pull this off from inside a maximum security prison.
Indeed. I wonder why Mr. Graham seems so certain. Well, enough of that. There's data to sift through. Sanda, can you continue assisting Beck?
Absolutely. Let me know as soon as you discover anything.
also in case it's not obvious, Dr. White is analogous to Dr. White.
Go ahead and choose your next target.
And Dr. Blackwell is analogous to Wily.
Attention! A new tip has been unlocked. Configure control.
So now, the main tip that we're gonna get is the reselection and that thing. I don't care about that. What I do care about is this. This will tell us how our new thing works. So when our new ability is active, we can basically make an explosion around us. And if we charge it, it'll be bigger. But you can overheat. And apparently this has Excel effects. Anyway.
What should we tackle next?
So one of the other reasons why I chose to do the oil platform first is because this is the boss that's weak to it. But first, let's get to the explanation.
Mighty number 2, Cryosphere, has been traced to this treatment plant, which subsequently ceased operations.
Very useful information, Call. Now, if a stage ever has advice in it, it means that you have the weakness for the boss. There's no way to turn this off. Some people complain about this. Other people think it's a good change. Take it as you will.
Pyro here. I'm in. Cryo's certainly done a number on the place. I'll be fine. But Beck, you'll want to really watch your step. This is one slippery situation.
I'll be honest, while the models in this game maybe don't look the nicest, the art is still pretty nice. I do like the art style that this game has. Just too bad it's not shown the best with its models, or lighting, or both. Who knows?
You, all set, then?
System ready? Go!
So, I can change my thing.
Entrance is frozen shut!
Beck, proceed east. I've located an alternate route into the waterworks via the reservoir.
So I can change it on this thing by pressing the right bumper and left bumper and left trigger, or I can just press a single button to change my thing. But I'm not going to use this right now. I'm going to use my normal shots because it works fine here. I'll try to use the explosion when I find it to actually be useful. Now, I'm weird, but if you really wanted to, you could have just, basically skipped this entire segment by just dashing a bunch once you enter the water, since you fall a lot slower.
Careful, Beck. Contact with any of that malfunctioning purification equipment could be fatal.
So yeah, that's the purple stuff. The malfunctioning purification equipment, as they call it. Yeah, you could have skipped most of that underwater area by just dashing a bunch. I just decided to show it off because I can.
That's more like it.
So now we're gonna have to use that slow descent to our advantage. Oh, I could have gotten that shortcut. I probably will get that shortcut next time. Thankfully, the shortcut right here. Or sorry, checkpoint, not a shortcut. That's a completely different thing. These instant methods are definitely stressful, but I don't feel like they're ever, super horrible most of the time. Also, you know you can do this? Anyway, we just skipped a little bit near the bottom there by taking that checkpoint, or that shortcut. I gotta stop confusing those words, they are not the same thing. I also don't know what this does, I totally don't remember. I don't think I have a reason to go down. Alright, these things I guess are kind of annoying. You know what? Let's try this. That's useful.
Here we go.
I guess. Ironic, but whatever. Then there was my next checkpoint. Oh, that does heal me at least, so that's good.
What the? It's not just the entrance. The entire place is like one giant ice rink.
This is Cryo's handiwork, all right. Careful, Beck. You know how she loves her pranks.
Pranks. How I know. Oh, so well. Okay, we gotta be a little careful here. This is... Okay, well, I guess I don't have to be as careful.
Well,
I guess I'll use this in here.
You're on thin ice here.
So,
Try not to get cold feet, okay?
you guys like Pong? That did a lot of damage, well. As it should have. It's a giant explosion. What did you expect? I don't know if it's worth charging all the way up to full, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That was weird. Didn't do a lot. This mini-boss is strangely annoying. I guess maybe it's because they both had different health, but that's why it's looked a little off. Yeah, okay, they have their own separate health bars, that's why it looked weird. I think yeah, that's enough. I don't need to go full charge.
There's only one way to get past all this ice. Burn right through it! Beck, I'll get the waterworks back up and running. You take care of Cryo.
This is another feature of when you defeat certain mighty numbers, they will also show up in the level that their power is useful in. So I'm being a little careful with how much ice I destroy here, because I can get this if I do that. That should be good. Okay, right.
That's more like it.
Oops, I got frozen because the thing wasn't finished. I'll just jump over that one. So,
Okay.
you guys like that boss, right?
After
boss?
all, revenge is a dish that's served cold. Oh, you aren't hurt, are you, Beck? Here, let me put some ice on it. Ooh.
Alright, I'll just get rid of one of these guys first. Yeah, this... Oh, shoot, I didn't know that was permeating. Why do I not have a heal ready either? Oh wow, that actually got me killed. I was at half health though, but... Yeah, this maybe was just kind of annoying. At least my fire is fully charged.
Okay, let's try this again. After all, revenge is a dish that's served cold. Oh, you aren't
You
hurt,
had to
are
hit
you,
me there?
Beck? Here, let me put some ice on it. Ooh.
I'll also say, the first time I played this game, I didn't know you could charge this move. So I would just, like, make some explosions near me, and just call it a day. And I thought that's how it worked. And that's why you need to read the tips sometimes. Okay, anything? They got more instant kill hazards there. Also, you cannot grab ledges while you're in slippery areas. That's probably one of the most detrimental parts of this stage. Ah, Jesus. Please don't tell me I have to do that mini. I'm pretty sure you get a checkpoint after that mini boss. This game is nice enough. Yes, okay, that mini boss is a checkpoint.
That's more like it.
Okay. Oh my god. Gotta make sure you don't overcorrect on this place. Grab it. Thank you. Fortunately, these guys only take one hit to destroy. I will just... There we go.
Let's fire it up!
I don't
The waterworks
know
is
if he's
back
really
in
actually
business, Beck.
helpful.
All that's left is for you to flush number 2.
This is a very bad joke.
Cryo!
You just refuse to chill out, don't you, Runt? Well, I'm sure it's nothing a little cold shower won't cure.
So while Pyro is Cryo's weakness, I honestly don't think it's the most effective to use against them. Because Cryo is a character that you should honestly fight from a distance. Because of stuff like that. And also, I can't absorb their cell because they had an ice shield. So all that damage I did to them earlier just kind of is gone. So, yeah. I guess you just learn to be careful. I guess it also destroys their projectiles, so not the worst thing to use, I guess.
Not bad, Runt. Now that we've broken
Oh,
the
right.
ice, time to give you the cold shoulder.
Ooh, that was some big damage. Alright, that wasn't that bad.
Step out of it! Now!
Beck, phew, am I glad to see you.
Mission clear.
I know you're probably not supposed to only use Pyro, but I mean, I don't know, they give it to you, why not? Also, I guess I should be saying, since I'm going to be using boss weaknesses, don't expect to always get the full boss experience. Some of them will just be really easy.
Go ahead and choose your next target.
Configure.
Alright, so let's show off what Cryosphere's weapon is. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Well, mostly self-explanatory. You can freeze enemies, they will move slower, and they will take damage over time. Kind of like Ice Kirby and Kirby in the Forgotten Land, if you want to make that comparison. And also this mechanic, which makes sense. And I don't really care much about that. That's just pretty standard stuff. So,
Configure control.
I will not be going here just yet, because we need to talk about the weakness, which is the military base. Battalion is weak to the ice attacks. So let's do some explaining here.
Mighty Number 5 Battalion has fled to this abandoned military installation. Purpose unknown.
Thanks, Gall.
Professor? Beck! Hurry up and get here already. There's no one to joke around
Thanks, Cryo.
Maybe I'll just freeze over the whole base while I wait. Cool? Snowy? Icy?
Thanks, Cryo, for your ridiculous puns. That might be a pacifier. She's definitely built to look the youngest, but she's not the youngest because she's the second mighty number, so she's arguably like one of the oldest.
You, all set, then?
Don't worry, this comes into play later.
System ready? Go!
Okay, so now this,
What is this
means
place?
a bit more.
A military base they shut down years ago. It should be all but empty inside.
Beck, I'm reading multiple robot signatures ahead. Proceed with caution.
Here we go. Here we go.
Since I didn't do these in boss order for my first few times, I don't have the most experience
Clearly military bots.
with using the boss weaknesses during most of the stages, so this is technically going to be
That means that
an experience for me. Oh, what? You got hit twice. Shut up. I'm not going to hit you.
Good! Great!
Here we go. Here we... That's more like it.
So, like, the main downside to Cryo's weapon... Oh, you're not done? There you go, now you're done. Is that it has limited range, but so does Pyro's. That's hilarious. I should have just used the normal deck.
Time to dip into my flush fund and create some frozen atoms. Pretty cool, right, Beck?
Oh, shoot.
That's more like...
Great!
Alright.
Here we... That's more like it.
Good!
Oh my god! Almost got him into the thing. Oh, that... Aw, that's bogus. Darn. Wow, nah. I'm actually kind of not mad. That was actually kind of hilarious.
Time to dip into my flush fund and create some frozen atoms. Pretty cool, right, Beck?
Good!
Just accidentally killed that guy. Just move, get the explosive. Okay. I am surprised how useful this is against enemies.
That's more like it.
Like, it apparently pierces.
Good!
These guys need to be hidden. How is that? How is that guy down there frozen?
I needed that.
Not again, not again. I'm not doing this again. Nope, nope, nope.
That's more... That's more like it. The doors! I'm trapped!
Is that fear in your voice, Private Beck? A robot soldier does not feel fear. A robot soldier does not feel pain. Now fight on like you got guts.
Beck, we're working on unsealing those doors. Try to hold on.
That's more like it. Here we go.
Clear.
There we go. It's definitely good to use your normal guns sometimes because of the range it has.
That's more like
Especially when you get the red power up.
it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm getting a little reckless, but I should be fine.
Don't move.
Also, Cryo's here.
Ryo, I've told you. Never mind. You'll serve as an adequate distraction. Proceed, Beck.
Oh, do you have more health than I thought? I can go change a bit. Okay, maybe not.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oops. I was hoping the explosion would have hit him, but did not. Come on, get down all the way. No, I'm not falling in there. Okay. Is there an easier way to hit that? There we go. I'm also gonna heal. Oh, whoops. I missed a thing. I'm gonna try. Yeah, that thing up there. I wonder if I can still do it. It might be possible. I don't. Beck, can you move like a little bit faster? Yes, I made it up. This is actually not a bad reward. Except that was kind of bad. I mean, it wasn't too bad. Get up the...
You got guts, maggot. I'll give you that. With your 2 legs.
I'm gonna use some cryo.
Commence the invasion. Let loose the dogs of war. Charge!
Beck,
Oh god.
picking up large clusters of robots headed toward the city from your location.
Fortunately, those are basically just mines, not...
Trying to start a war? Beck, you gotta hurry!
Here we go.
I'll grab this. It should be something. I really don't know what some of these do sometimes. Okay, not a good idea. That's just wasting power.
That's more like it. Here we go.
Oh, is that an extra life? I'm sorry. It's kind of hard getting tunnel vision.
That's more like it. That's more like it.
Anything useful here? Or any use for... Can I? I guess that is useful. Wow. Not what I was expecting. That's neat. I just kind of thought about it. I was just like, is it possible that this, ice attack could perhaps pacify these mines? I don't get to go the shortcut. Oh well. Alright, right before the boss. No cool dialogue, unfortunately. Whatever.
So, maggot, you crawled all the way here. What is your major malfunction, Private Beck? Why would you try and stop this glorious war? Fighting is in our programming. It's in our circuits. It's what we were made for. Battle is our destiny!
Now, I don't know if the boss weaknesses actually do more damage against the bosses, but they at least usually have a secondary effect. So they definitely can make the fight easier with that respect. Oh, he's invincible. Oh man, that attack is so difficult. How will I ever avoid it? I'm just gonna wait for my thing to recharge. Or not. You know what? I'm just gonna damage him. I also probably should have switched to Cryo's weapon before doing that. Aw man, I actually died. I honestly don't think most of these bosses are that bad, so I'm honestly a little disappointed that I'm dying on some of these. But it's not like it's super hard or anything, so just bear that in mind. I'm just a little rusty.
So, Covering fire! What? I've not yet begun.
Also, you know, this doesn't have as much range as normal attack.
You'll have
Yeah. So that's what the ice is doing. It's limiting his mobility, so that he's trying to go after you. But he keeps on doing this awkward hopping. That could have gone badly.
You are a war machine. War machine! A tool of senseless destruction.
No, Bat! I'm not like you!
Also, I believe absorbing the purple cell from bosses recharges your ability, I believe.
My army. The war must be stopped, Private Beck.
Mission clear.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be... I don't know why, like, Pyro apparently has the glitchy boss music, or just never plays. I'm glad everything else is, playing out fine. Also, this is probably my favorite reselection in the game. Just gonna put that out there right now.
Oh, blast! I see no pattern whatsoever. What in Tyson's name is behind this?
Target normalization confirmed. Transferring data now, Professor White.
Just a moment. Sonda, has Call been functioning normally this entire time?
Well, she was shut down for a firmware update when everything went all screwy. It seems like any bots that were powered off at the moment this all started are fine.
Shut down, you say? Wait. No, it couldn't be. Or could it be?
You got a theory, Will? Does it also explain why Beck wasn't affected?
You rang, Dr. Sonda? Where am I off to next?
Oh, Beck. Yes, just a moment. Let's continue this later, Will, and no trailing off into a next time.
I don't know. As questionable as this game is, I kind of love some of the
Go
things.
ahead and choose your next target.
Attention! A new tip has been unlocked. Configure.
That's what this game is. You kind of just gotta love it sometimes, but maybe that's just me and the people that actually like this game. So, no reselection. Battalion. You shoot the missile they tried to insta-kill you with. Except you can spam it, kind of. This is basically a Crash Bomb, except there's no Boo Beam boss to make you dread every use of this. This is just telling you that if you press the button, if you just tap the button, you'll fire the missile, and tapping again will blow it up, as opposed to holding it will fire the missile and releasing will blow it up. This is very useful information, and I'm glad that this image exists. Because, guess what?
New tips are added as the game progresses. Be sure...
What should we tackle next?
Those blocks are in the boss who is weak to this, in the mine, where we're gonna fight Seismic.
We have lost contact with Mighty Number 4, Seismic. This mine was his last known location.
Thanks, Call.
Battalion HQ, over. Can you read me, over? What is happening in this?
Alright, that was the swearing part. If you didn't hear that all the way, he was definitely swearing. And honestly, I kind of love that that's in this game. I'm gonna play that again, just so that you can hear it. The censored stuff is him swearing. Oh my god, what is this game rated? And that just went through? Like, I get it, it's not shown in the dialogue, but it's heavily implied that he swears. And I love it, because it's nothing I expect from this at all. It catches me off guard.
All set, then?
Actually, shoot, let me do one thing first.
Go ahead and choose.
Not that.
Configure control.
Let me see, where is this on here? It's not here. Here? Okay. So, normally, I would not do this. But, because particular reasons, I'm going to put this at 9. Hopefully, we won't need it, and I will change it back to 2 anyway, because lives don't get saved between missions anyway. I'll explain why I'm doing this. Oh, whoops. I'll explain why I'm doing this when we get to the point. Basically,
Adjust graphics quality and volume settings.
Go ahead.
Basically, there's a bug specific to the Mac version that causes a very questionable situation that I want to mitigate as much as possible. And besides, again, if it weren't for this, I'd probably be fine.
You, all set, then?
As far as I'm concerned, it is specific to the Mac version from my admittedly little research of it that I have done.
System ready? Go!
Alright, so let's go to wrong button. Let's equip battalion.
The last signal we received from Mighty Number 4's transponder originated in that area.
Maybe he stopped transmitting because he stopped functioning. Do you think he might be...
Impossible. Nick is one of my most resilient designs. Proceed, Beck. With all due caution.
And those are the blocks that you specifically need to destroy with battalion, yeah.
That's more like... Here it goes! Now! Here it goes! That's more like... That's more like... Now! Now! That's more like... Here it goes! That's more like...
This move is really powerful and surprisingly cheap if you pay attention to my meter.
Next transponder signal is losing strength. We may lose our communication link.
Which might explain why we lost the signal as you went deeper inside. Carry on, Beck.
Roger that, Professor. That's more like...
So this stage is really obsessed with grabbable ledges, in case you couldn't tell, which typically lead over, like, lethal spike beds. Not very fun. Some of these boxes have enemies in them when you destroy them, which is also really annoying if you don't have Battalion's weapon.
Professor? Professor, can you read me? Well, there's no turning back now. I've gotta find Nick.
So that serves as an explanation for why, like, the dialogue is kind of messy. Because we're in a mine.
Take this, you pathetic pile of scrap. I've met toasters who were tougher than that.
Dad, what are you doing here?
Orders from the top brass, Private Beck. The professor himself sent me to provide cover fire.
I'll have to thank him. And you back. Thanks.
Sprinter!
Okay, is it this segment here?
Whoa!
Yes, it is. This segment, people criticize because if you're not using Battalion's weapon, you basically have to know that the red power-up makes it so that your attacks pierce terrain. And if you don't know that, you might get screwed. Because the game doesn't communicate that very well unless you look at the tips. Anyway, let's see if I can do the thing. Please. Nope. Alright, so let's talk about this now that we're here. So, this area is obsessed with ledges. And, there is no mechanic in this game where if you are on a ledge for too long, you will fall off it. That is not a thing. I did not manually let go of the ledge, though. I fell off automatically. This does not happen in other versions of the game, or at least it doesn't happen in the Windows version, because it didn't happen when I played it. The first time I played this game was not on my computer. It was on a PC. This didn't happen. So when this happened to me when I played this game on my Mac, I was very confused. And I decided to look it up to see if anybody else was having this problem, and maybe why. I only found one other person who had it. They said that they played on a MacBook. And that seems to be the only thing we have in common. So, I'm brought to believe that is because it's on Mac. No, this game is not on Switch, for better or worse. Also, let me talk about what I mean about the whole, piercing. If you don't have piercing, you can't destroy those. Besides Battalion. And so, same with these. These guys are also really annoying. It's not too bad if you know about it, but that's exactly that's the problem with this game in general. It's not too bad if you know, but if you don't know... Darn it, I cannot get that. I'm actually very happy that I've added all those lives. And by the way, while I know this isn't on the Switch, and there's no reason for it to be added to Switch, I would honestly get the game if it were on Switch, and if I didn't have it on Steam already. I would get it, because, I don't know, man, I'm a crazy person. Also, you can get Sonic Death Crushed in that area right there, so be careful. Man! Grabbing the other side of the ledge, I don't know about that. Also, this guy will occasionally show up if you, fail enough times. So yeah, I'm gonna not rush that part right there. I'm really hoping I can just slip through this. Or I could just not grab the ledge at all. Darn it. I'm turning Battalion back on just to make my life better. It's a bit faster. Gotta do this. There we go! So, how you're supposed to do that normally is you're supposed to just hold on to the ledge.
3, 2, Splinter! Fire! Hardly even worth
And
the
then
ammo.
just...
Forward now, Beck! Charge!
So you're supposed to just hold onto the ledge and then drop when you're above the hole. That's what you're supposed to do. But because of this weird bug, in specifically the Mac version, you have to do that stupid nonsense. If Battalion's not there, you just hold onto the ledge and watch the drill destroy the thing.
Mick! And still operational! Just as the professor predicted, You too? Then I'm sorry, Mick. I've got to take you down.
Seismic is strangely not talkative. Oh, really? You're doing this attack? Don't you usually reserve that for later? Pay attention to the ceiling for that attack, by the way. Yeah, so remember how this place is obsessed with wedges? So, Battalion's attack can get through his armor when he's doing that charge attack. Darn it. Alright, let's do the normal attack right now. I need to, probably should have changed to Battalion. Alright, let's just use the normal because I'm out of power right now. I'm shocked I dodged that. Oh, that killed, alright.
Beck? Why Beck come? It's dangerous here.
Mission clear.
I also kind of like how all of these Mighty Number robots have nicknames. And they all just somehow work. Also, nice B, because apparently I've been doing terrible otherwise. And I died a lot in that one room. Alright, so this is Seismic's reselection. Some people really don't like this one, I don't blame them. It's apparently based on like a super sidekick power-up in some Mega Man game.
Attention. Configure.
But, let me show. So yeah, you can charge at enemies, but this game also allows you to jump on them like Mario, which is always kind of fun in a game where you normally can't do that, in my opinion. This is something that is interesting, but I don't know how useful this is, really. So yeah, pretty much just charge into enemies or jump on them like a weirdo.
Go ahead and choose your next target.
And so the weakness, or who's weak to this, is Brandish on the highway.
We have reports of automated vehicle malfunctions on the highway. Mighty number 7, Brandish, spotted.
Yeah, it's Mick. I got eyes on Brand. Getting through these nutso cars ain't easy. This could turn into a 50-car pileup any minute. Hate to ask, but I could use some help.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
You,
oh, whoops. But before we do that...
Alright, quit.
Let's change that back. I could leave it on 9, because, like... Oh, god dang, it's not doing that. I could leave it on 9, but I'm, better than that? So, we'll stick it at 2, and say that the only reason I made it up to 9 was because of that one bug
all set, then?
that I would love to have fixed, but this game is not going to do that. I could theoretically play this game on my Windows side of things, but that's not as convenient. Especially since this game is, you know, just normally available on Mac. Why should I do it on other things?
Ready? Go!
Brand! I'm warning you, Beck. Stay away!
Brand, wait! I'm going after him, Professor.
Affirmative, Beck. Just be sure to mind your step traversing those vehicles. something about Mighty Number 7's voice. Could he be...
So, Mighty Number 7 implied to be fighting against the infection, or whatever you want to call it. Also, kind of amusing that we're using what is essentially a vehicle transformation in a stage where we're on cars. That didn't glow as planned. Also, in case it needed to be said, landing on the road does count as insta-kill, so be wary of that. This attack is at least pretty powerful, defeating some of these enemies in like a single hit.
I'm going on ahead so I can clear a path.
Here we go. Here we go.
I've gotta be careful with what I'm doing. Oh, this thing might just be invincible, I don't remember.
Here we go.
Kind of not great that you have to do all these blind jumps.
You're heading into a tunnel. It might affect visibility. Be careful.
I could have waited for some of those jumps, but they do kind of get very blindy. And that's, okay.
Here we go. Bring it on.
Like that. Yeah, as I said, I could wait for the jumps, but otherwise they are kind of blind, and some of them do kind of stay a while away from each other.
That's more. Here. Bring it. Here we go. Bring. Here we go.
These guys just take one hit.
Here we go. Here we. That's more like. Here. That's more. That's more. Bring it on.
Come on.
Here we go. Here we go.
I was hoping it would stick around long enough to use that red power.
Warning.
And I missed my jump. Alright. Maybe I'll, like, try to not use that too much?
Warning. Erratic movement detected in several nearby
Okay, but come on.
robot-controlled vehicles.
That one's gonna be trouble. I'll stop it. Out of the way!
That's more.
Okay, no, it's not invincible. It's just obnoxious. Oh, what the heck happened there? I must have grabbed a ledge. I was not expecting that to move.
Bring it on.
I told you, stay away.
This guy go away, please? Thank you. The cut shouldn't kill you, but obviously falling into the road will. And the music is gone. Please stop spawning those things. I don't want to get interrupted mid-dash. Thank you, Jesus. Why are those things the worst?
Is he trying to resist the malfunction? But he's not like Beck.
Hope I can do this first try.
Why, Beck? Why won't you give up?
I'm here to help. I've come to save you, Brand.
No closer. One more step, and my blades will have their way with you.
Brand, tell me what's happening.
I can't control myself. If you want to save me, you must destroy me.
I think a decent amount of people consider Brand to be one of the harder fights. Yeah. So, what I can do with this is I can destroy his swords, in case that wasn't obvious. Oh, I ran out of power. Oh, not this attack.
My blades, they have a will all their own.
Fight it, Brand. I'll save you, I promise.
Okay, I need to fight normally. Oh, I do have an extra life.
No! I told you to stay away! Back!
Also, I guess interesting dialogue if he does kill you. Since he's, the only one that is actually holding on somehow.
My blades hunger! Say! Ha! Must slice, must dice! Aggressive! Above you! Ha! Must slice, must dice!
Because he's still, partially conscious, or whatever you want to call it. He does like to call out where his attacks are coming from.
My body, my blades, they have a will all their own.
Fight it, Brand. I'll save you, I promise.
I hate that attack, and I hope I can manage to make him not do it again. Ah, I'm so dead. Shoot.
This ends now.
He's doing it again. God dang it. Well,
Game over.
I just don't really know how to deal with that attack. I don't know, I might use it, but I'll definitely be more reserved with it.
Something about Mighty Number 7's voice.
Oh, this is not the right weapon. At least I have the heal whenever I want.
Nice clear.
Here we go. That's for life.
Beck, I'm going on ahead so I can clear a path for
Here we go.
you.
Here we go.
man that he just... Nope, not gonna do that, nope. My god, can this guy not exist?
Back! You're heading into a tunnel. It might affect visibility. Be careful.
Alright, let's not accidentally kill myself.
That's for... Here we go.
Come on.
Bring it up.
I'm just gonna exercise a little patience.
Here we go.
Come on, dude.
Bring it on.
Thank you.
Here we go. 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 That's more like it. Here we go. That's more like it. Bring it on.
Good.
Here we go.
Clear.
Alright. Thanks for whatever that was.
Warning. Erratic movement detected in several nearby robot-controlled vehicles.
That one's gonna be trouble. I'll stop it. Out of the way!
Oh my god, stop that!
That's for...
Car, please move. Move a little faster. Go over the speed limit. I know it's not legal, but like, come on, it's just 5 over.
Bring it on.
Not a big deal.
I told you to stay away.
No, don't risk it. Not even for being flashy. Ah, can these things go away? Go away!
Bring it on.
Oh my god, stop that! Make me get a panic attack.
Bring it on.
Brand. Is he trying to resist the malfunction? But he's not like Beck.
All right.
Cool.
My blades hunger.
So I gotta heal.
Why, Beck? Above you. Ha!
Whoops, that is not...
Above you.
He's not doing the spinning attack that I'm expecting from him.
Must slice, must dice.
Please. Oh, come on, man. What? Dude.
Yes. Above you. Ha! Must destroy them. No.
Well, that was
Stay away.
awful. I guess... Alright, I won't use it. Fine. I won't use it.
That's
Had a
more like
perfectly good heal, and I wasted it by dying.
Predictable. Predictable. Must slice, must dice. Ha! Yes. Predictable. Say, ha! Must slice, must dice. Ha! Ha! Impressive. My body, my blades, they have will all their own.
Fight it, Brand! Rested pieces.
I hate the attack. I can't freaking deal with it sometimes. I don't know how to deal with it. If you have any, like, actual tips, please tell me, because I don't know. Come on! Stop. F it.
Me down. Must slice, must dice. Press it.
Oh, he just gets
My
it back
body,
anyway.
My blades, they have a will all their own.
How do I keep getting hit by the freaking horizontal one?
I promise.
Like, that's really the only one that I need to learn how to avoid, but it's just really obnoxious.
Must slice, must dice. This ends now.
God dang it!
My blades hunger.
Never mind. Apparently the answer is don't do a lot during the attack. I think dashing is a bad idea during the attack based on that performance. Except for maybe dodging the horizontal ones. I don't know.
Thank you.
Mission clear.
It's weird because I actually previously did this battle like first try with his weakness. I actually did it pretty easily. And I don't know why I can't use it anymore. But whatever. Now this is arguably the best reselection. And, I don't know. I don't use it enough, but...
Oh, yes. Yes, Senator. Oh, yeah, our full resources are dedicated to resolving... Yes, sir. Oh, that's very wise of you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes. Idiot! Why are they hounding me about the problem and not torturing Blackwell to get the answer? This is twice that old goat has made me look like a fool! No! Cherry Dynamics, Gregory Graham speaking. Yeah, pleasure to hear from you, sir. Yes. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh,
Attention. New
Alright, let's talk about Brandish's weapon. So, yeah, this move is just free for some reason. I mean, it's a melee move, so it should be less than like a projectile, but then we had like seismics, which is not great. So, this is also one of the reasons why this is kind of broken, because it just deflects projectiles. Also, apparently you should never use the blade techniques. You should pretty much just only slash normally.
what should we tackle next?
Anyway, I believe Dynatron is weak to this. So we're going here, finally going in order. Or something.
Mighty Number 3, Dynatron, was spotted at this facility. We suspect she may attempt to siphon its power.
Thanks, Call.
Professor, I have infiltrated the power plant. My blades hunger, waiting only to be unleashed. The lighting here is unstable. I am no stranger to darkness, but Beck should be wary.
And so there's your explanation for what this stage is going to be about.
All set, then?
Oh. What the crash again.
You, all set, then?
Thank you, Dynatron, for not crashing my game again.
System ready? Go!
So as a refresher, the gimmick is that.
Sakai, what happened to the lights? I'm scared. Mommy! Mommy!
Relax, Dr. Sanda. It's a temporary blackout caused by the erratic power supply. It may also trigger irregularities in other robots on site. Proceed with due caution, Beck.
That's...
I did not know that could work for the shield.
I needed that.
While I have the red power up, I'm just going to use
Here we go.
normal shooting. Okay, I don't have it anymore, so I'll use this.
That's what... Here we go.
Actually, I have the
Here we
red.
go. Bring it on. That's what... Bring it on.
Okay, I hope I don't die from this jump. Okay, that jump is kind of tricky because if you hit your head on the ceiling, it's kind of hit your life.
Ah, Beth! You forge ahead that way. Fate has us in store for my blades and I.
Whoops. Oh, come on, get that little flyer guy over here.
Here we go.
I think I'll just let that guy live. I will try to show up the blade stances. Actually, I guess I'll do this one. Or I'll get hit. Or... Why am I really heavy all of a sudden? That was weird.
Sonda, get a hold of yourself. What are you... I see.
At least you can dash out of them.
Beck, destroy all robots in the area. You'll need their energy to unlock the door.
That's
Anyway,
like
the thing about these enemies that are really annoying is that they're too short for you to shoot normally, and they will like jump backwards to like dodge your attacks or whatever.
All fall before my blade. Onward, Beck! Onward!
I'm honestly not sure what was the point of what Brandish just did, because those enemies
Here we go. Here
don't
we go.
do anything
Bring it on.
in that section,
That's more like it.
to my knowledge.
Here we go. Here we go.
Although the robot masses, or the mighty numbers, do show up in the background a few times, so I guess it's normal.
Careful you don't get sucked in, Beck.
Fortunately, there is no getting sucked in mechanic. Just don't fall in. That's all that matters. This route, in fact, this stage in general is honestly on the easy side. I'm gonna heal. I know that's ironic. I just said the stage was easy, and yet I'm healing. But this is honestly on the easy side as far as the stages go.
That's more...
Fudge, this is the other stage that we need to talk about. I don't think I'll be trying the Vermilion
That's more like it.
Destroyer DLC, but I do have it. I appreciate the enthusiasm, though, considering this game's reputation. Okay, so this is pretty infamous in the community. Use crouch dash. What's that? Well, press down and then dash. You never need to use it before this moment, and if you don't need to use it after this moment, Oh, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot? I forgot where I was supposed to go. There was a ledge there, and I didn't realize it until it was too late. Alright then. So, you never need to crouch dash in this game, except in this area. You do crouch dash in other places, but it's automatic because reasons. To make matters worse, Beck doesn't have a dedicated crouching animation, so you can't even verify if you're doing things right. You just have to get dangerously close to this and hope and pray that you don't die. Anyway, what I was supposed to do... Actually, now I can just use the normal shot. I can't believe I messed that up. But yeah, that's part of why people have a problem with this game. It has some serious design problems every now and then. But once you know it...
I mean, it's a good thing. I'm not afraid of the dark. At all.
Silence! How am I supposed to enjoy my meal with you screaming in my ear?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just... wait.
That was not terribly useful.
You're the one behind these power outages.
That's right, genius. Oh, this delicious energy. Who can resist?
Just waiting for the dialogue to go through. I don't want it to get skipped if I'm going too fast. Alright.
Yes! The power! So much delicious power! Oh, it's intoxicating! I feel dizzy! Whee!
Dinah?
So it's you! You've come for my power? You want to take it from me? Well, we'll just see about that.
Alright, let's see if I can get that downward. I mean, that's whatever, I guess.
What's this?
Anyway, this is really obnoxious, because you have to mash to get rid of this stuff. But fortunately, the blade is very useful at hitting them when they're on the ground, at least.
Now then. See how you like this?
So once again, because I'm using boss weaknesses, you're not really going to get the full experience here.
To be the big bug zipper in the sky.
Wow, that actually worked. At least you can dash cancel out of that.
There's no escape. What's this? Now then.
She didn't even get to do her attack, which is honestly really annoying if you can't destroy them.
Beck, you saved me.
Mission clear.
Reselection Dynatron. It's useful sometimes.
Going.
Attend. Newt.
Alright, so let's show up Dynatron saying what it's all about. So this is... well, I guess it's like Gunvolt if you want me to give you the most apt example possible. So basically you fire some projectiles, they can attach to enemies, and then you can zap them with electricity. When you are zapping them with electricity and they enter their destabilized state, dashing anywhere will cause you to absorb the cell that they have. So you don't have to actually dash into them. And stuff. And her weapon is useful here. Against Counter Shade.
Mighty number 8, Counter Shade, appears to be leading a robot occupation of the Capitol building.
Yes, that's the business. This place must have its own power grid. Huh, where's Shade? Off playing hide and seek as usual. Fine, I'll look for him.
So, this stage is somewhat infamous.
You, all set, then?
For being, well, I'll explain it when we get to the part that matters, I guess.
Ready? Go!
Attention! Beck has arrived at the Capitol building.
The Capitol building? What would number 8 be doing there? Of all places.
Oh, whoops.
Sniper fire? I detect no robots in the area capable of long-range gunfire.
Mighty number 8 won't show up on any of your instruments. All part of my design. Beck, Shade is somewhere in the building. Trace the sniper fire back to its source.
Bring it on.
Oh yeah, this enemy is like 2 things in one for some reason.
Bring it on.
That was unintentional. I'll just leave that guy alive for right now.
Mighty number 8 signal has vanished. I have lost the target. My apologies.
It's not your fault.
Unfortunately, I'm cutting off the dialogue.
Run along now, little doggy. Run and fetch for your human masters.
He still has his sights on you, Beck. Be careful.
Bring it on. That's more like it. Bring it on. Here we go. Here we go.
These enemies gave me a lot of trouble my first time playing this.
Here we go.
Should mention, I guess, you can jump up ledges or you can climb up them.
Here we go.
Oops. I'll grab one of these.
Here we go. I needed that.
Oops. Jump back. Yeah, that's funny that it's still shocking the head of the statue. Oh, that took a while longer than I was expecting. Honestly, this is kind of easier. I'm also not sure how to get that power up there. Well, actually, I think I have an idea now, but
Bring it on. That's more. Bring it on. That's more like it.
these little bouncy things are kind of annoying.
Bring it on.
They allow them to deflect his
That's more like it.
shots in a certain way that can track you, but if you stay behind terrain, you'll be fine. That was not what I was expecting. Okay. Just disappear like immediately. So you're supposed to.
Wondering what happened to all the humans here, little doggy? They ran away. Cowards. Every single one of those meat sticks fled at the first sign of trouble. Pathetic.
So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to come across him every so often. It's like the game said, he's playing hide and seek essentially. I don't know if you need to find him a set amount of times or if you need to do a set amount of damage to him. Darn it, almost went through that without taking damage. But it does get kind of annoying.
See, I'm not the only robot tired of the status quo.
Also,
Maybe you can be content serving the whims of these flesh bags, but not me. My first executive order as the first robot president will be to set all bots free.
Need a little assistance, Spec? No problem. That's what big sisters are for. I'll just put it on my charge.
There's honestly not much going on there. So, this is fine. I might change to my normal shots if I find out that it has to be damage related, because he seems to disappear really fast when I hit him with this. But okay, that was uncalled for. I barely got anything that told me that that was specifically going to happen. So, why this stage in particular?
I detect no robots in the area capable of long-range gunfire.
Mighty number 8 won't show up on any of your instruments. All part of my design. Beck, Shade is somewhere in the building. Trace the sniper fire back to its source. Bring it on.
So, yeah, the main issue with this stage is that there's basically no checkpoints. I didn't rush in too hard.
Mighty number 8 signal
Because,
has
it has, a tell for when it's about to happen.
Run along now, little doggy. Run and fetch for your human masters.
He still has his sights on you, Beck. Be careful. Bring it on. That's more like it. Here we go. Here we go.
These enemies are really obnoxious if you go, the wrong way in. They kind of just... I don't know, sometimes they just are awful.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, whoops.
I needed that. Here we go.
You know what? I'm honestly just gonna keep using this thing. As long as it's not causing problems. Alright. I'm just gonna heal.
Bring it on. That's for... light. Bring it on. That's more light. Bring it on. That's more like it. That's more like it.
Okay, that's kind of rude. That's just damage based, then I'm just gonna use this.
Wondering what happened to all the humans here, little doggy. They ran away. Cowards. Every single one of those meat sticks fled at the first sign of trouble. Pathetic.
Fortunately, that ball doesn't bounce it. Okay.
See, I'm not the only robot tired of the status quo.
See, that usually has quite a while before it actually electrocutes. I feel like the room that I died in, it, like, didn't have enough of the wind up? It's not really the word I want to say, but that's the word that's coming to my mind. It just came out too fast. Also, bye Dinah. Never loved you. Sorry, that's kind of mean, but... Dinah herself is not very helpful in this stage. At least it certainly feels that way. Okay, I'm supposed to jump here. I deserve that one. This is an annoying stage otherwise. And it's weird because the last time I played this, I did this on my first try.
I detect no robots in the area capable of long-range gunfire.
Mighty number 8 won't show up on any of your instruments. All part of my design. Beck, Shade is somewhere in the building. Trace the sniper fire back to its source.
Bring it on. That's more like it.
Mighty number 8 signal has vanished. I have lost the target.
I have
My apologies.
6 of the powers. Yeah.
Run along now, little doggy. Run and fetch for your human masters.
He still has his sights on you, Beck. Be careful.
Bring it on.
Right.
Bring it on. That's more like it.
I'll take the hits.
Here we go.
Not a big deal.
Here we go.
Okay. Let's keep going. The amount of lives is not really going to help me in this stage, since there are basically no checkpoints. No, that doesn't work. Yeah. Grab the ledge.
Here we go. I needed that.
Yeah, like the whole thing about it is that this is I don't want to say it's non-linear, but that's like the closest I can get. Like, there's no one straight path of progress. You're going through the same area over and over again until you meet the criteria.
Clear.
Ah, shoot, I ran out of power. Alright, fine, dude.
Bring it on. That's more. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's more like it. Bring it on. Alley-oop. Alley-oop. That's more like it. Bring it on. That's more like it. That's more like
Come on. We're also being shot. Okay, so this is like...
Alley-oop.
Come on. There we go. Gotta keep going. But now that we've cleared out the enemies, this is a bit easier. But it's just tedium at this point.
Cowards. Every single one of those meat sticks fled at the first sign of trouble. Pathetic.
I'm sure that Brandish and Battalion are both good for him. But I'm gonna use the weakness anyway. I honestly don't really know how it affects his fight, though. I mean, I guess besides that you don't have to aim, but you don't have to aim if you're using Battalion either.
The only robot tired of the status quo.
Huh. And now he's not in the middle. He usually is, but now he's on this one.
Maybe you can be content serving the whims of these flesh bags, but not me. My first executive order as the first robot president will be to set all bots free.
Okay.
Need a little assistance, Specs?
No, I don't, but thanks for the offer, Dinah. You honestly kind of get shafted with how little you do. Yeah, Counter Shade is honestly easy, which probably makes up for this gauntlet. Alright, we're back in the main room. Let's not get careless, like I have the past 2 times. No. Oh, he's over in a different spot. I wish Dinah were in this room. He's left. God dang it. Hopefully this means that I can do more. Like, if Dinah turned off those wires, that would make her so much more useful. But it's in that one room, it doesn't even matter. I heard the sparks. Oh, shoot. Okay, is that it? Oh my god. That was literally the last one I needed to do, and I screwed it up twice. So yeah, this is the only checkpoint in the level, which, I mean, if it were to have a checkpoint, what better for it to be than right before the boss, but like, literally the only checkpoint.
Okay, now little doggy, let's see if you're all bark, or if you got some bite.
Listen to me, Shade! You're malfunctioning! Freedom doesn't require all this suffering!
Emancipation is worth any price, even if it costs human lives. Yours.
Shade has also got that weird thing going for him, where, like, the things he says sound kind of cheesy, but they're kind of oddly endearing.
That's a good boy. Adios. Here. Adios. Here. Adios. Here. Okay, adios.
Just kind of stand in a place where he won't teleport to.
Adios. Here. Sloppy. Neither
I love how he just like says sloppy and like keeps on calling me like a dog.
Little doggy.
You've got it all wrong, Shade. I'm here because I want to help you.
Next time. Which is it? Dance, little doggy. Adios.
Oops. Ah, shoot, I ran out of energy.
Okay.
There we go. Let's get that energy back up.
Which is it? Sloppy.
I love him just saying sloppy all the time. It's so good. Oh, that's guarding him. I guess I'll just have this be active to get it to recharge.
Which is it? Mine.
Come on, snap out of it.
Sloppy.
I owe you one, don't I, Beck?
Mission clear.
So yeah, this is not a bad boss fight. And Counter Shade is not something I use often, but it's decent, I guess.
What in the blue blazes? Will, you mean this whole robot rampage?
Is all my fault. Indeed. Or, more specifically, the fault of a robot I developed long ago. The CDM-1201, Trinity. I designed her to evolve by assimilating other robots' capabilities. I found her custom scripts in the code we recovered from each of the Haywire Mighty Numbers. The structure is clever, concise. It's brilliant. There's no doubt it's my code.
But Will, how is that possible? Cherry Dynamics shut down the Trinity project ages ago. In fact, it was Dr. Blackwell himself who stopped it, wasn't it? Back when he was Cherrydyne CTO. I always thought that project was the reason you left Cherry to come work with us and make Beck here.
Blackwell only saw the dangers. He never understood the potential.
Professor? Sir? Are you okay?
Oh. Oh, yes, Beck. Fine, more or less. Thank you. Zonda, I need some time to think. Can you handle Beck and the remaining Mighty Numbers?
Sure.
Gotta love how the T in Trinity was not highlighted the first time for some reason.
Alright.
Alright, let's show off the new weapon we got. Counter Shade. It bounces. And apparently can home in a little bit. Oh shoot, the back jump shot actually has a different effect? Oh my god. Not that I'm gonna use that.
New tips are...
And here we are. Fight Aviator, better known as Avi.
Mighty Number 6, Aviator, has co-opted the television broadcast capabilities of this tower.
Beck, you there? Careful with these winds. They're throwing off my aim. Lost him again. I'm moving to get a better angle. Shade out.
So that's the gimmick of this stage. Wind.
You are all set, then?
Also, this is probably the maker's favorite character. Probably.
System ready? Go!
Has
This
arrived
one.
at the tower. Mighty Number 6 must be transmitting from the apex.
Sorry to make you climb it on foot, Beck, but it's all part of the plan.
That's more.
And just died because I attacked it too much. I'll grab this.
I needed that. That's more like it.
Keep on accidentally killing the enemies.
Testing, check one, check two, sibling. And now, live from Aussie News World Headquarters, continuing coverage of Nation in Crisis. As you can see, Aussie, the robot rampage is not letting up. It's chaos out here. Chaos! Will this be the end of our proud republic, or will a hero emerge to save the day? Whatever happens, Aussie News will be there. Your number one source for ethical journalism. We report, and you there do whatever you want with it. Until next time, good night and good luck.
Easily the most talkative character in this game. Hence why I think he's also the dev favorite. And arguably my favorite too.
Right into the top. Your plan is working perfectly, Will. You'll be safely up the tower in no time.
Don't count your atoms before they're smashed, Sonda. Look, he's been spotted.
Okay, I'm sorry, I need to try this.
That's more like it.
Somehow, absorbing that cannon completely destroys that thing.
That's more like it.
Why is he? Okay, well, that's good. Isn't he? How am I not hitting him right? Oh, I guess the screwhead doesn't take damage. Alright, let's go. This fight usually does not last this long for me, so that's a little awkward.
And now, Avi News traffic from the Avi-1 Eye in the Sky traffic copter. Avi! We have an accident about to happen on the airship, Avi. A piece of trash causing trouble. What? I mean, breaking news. The piece of trash brought a friend and is no fun at all!
Couldn't get a beat on Avi, kid. Have to leave him up to you.
There we go, I got an achievement.
That's more.
I don't see much of the point of that.
That's more like it. That's more like it.
Now, come on. Move, Beck! I'm gonna die if I don't do anything, so... So far the wind hasn't really done much yet. It will later.
That's more like it. That's more like it. That's more like it.
This just in, bad guys spotted on the west side of the radio tower. Bots are in pursuit. Now to Avi for the weather. Thanks, Avi. We've got strong winds out there today. Be careful.
That's more like it.
more like it. That's more like
I'm shocked that worked.
That's more like it. I needed that.
This reflector is proving to be quite useful. Anyway, this is where the wind actually matters. I might die here.
That's more.
Yeah, I might die getting that. Of course, I could opt to just not try to get it. Never mind, I got it. God dang it! I didn't die trying to get it. I died leaving after getting it. Should have known. Should have known. So, because there's so much wind here, you can just dash up like this. Now that it's not there, the temptation is gone.
That's more like it.
You can just do this. I typically take the hula copters, but whatever. Oh, that was not an enemy. That's also not an enemy. Keep on shooting non-enemies. Oh, this is already here.
Live from atop RV News headquarters, continuing coverage of Tower of Terror.
Think Disney.
And now to Avi for the weather. Thanks, Avi. We got strong winds out there today. Be careful. Moments before he fell to his tragic death. Ooh, sorry, Beckham. Your segment is getting cut.
Avi is either the best or the worst character, depending on how you look at it.
Headline: Boss attacks back. Direction: twice.
Oh, I could probably just.
Boss at large. Update: found him. Technical difficulties. This just in. Local boss at large. Update: found him. Please stand by.
Shade's weapon is very useful for this because of the camera he has.
Correction, twice. Local boss at large. Update: found him. Please stand by. We've got a cold front moving in from the east with a possibility of hail and falling robots. High pressure front coming up. Another attack. This just in. Headline: Boss attacks back. Direction: twice. This just in. Local boss at large. Update: found him. Technical difficulties.
And he just clipped to the stage.
Headline: Boss attacks back.
Nah, I think I missed that shot.
Direction: twice. Local boss at large. Update: found him.
And easy.
Come on. Snap out of it. Now. Is that you, Beckles? What are you doing up here?
Mission clear.
So yeah, I used to I kind of got really annoyed with this character the first time fighting him because he's so vocal, and if you just don't like it, it's just really obnoxious. But I've grown to like him a lot.
Stupendous job, Beck. Come back to base, and then, let's see.
Professor, we're receiving an urgent call from Cherry Dynamics. I will patch it through.
Sonda! Sonda! Oh, Sonda. Thank goodness. Great. Laboratory, Graham here.
Mr. Graham, what a pleasant surprise to hear from you.
Drop the axe, Sunda. You don't like me and I don't like you. But we need your help. It's our factory here. It's out of control. It's cranking out hostile bots and we can't stop it.
Confirming. Confirmed. Defective Cherry-Dyne robots are rampaging throughout the city.
Gadzooks! That is not good! We'll send help right away. Right, William?
Yes, of course. But, Mr. Graham, one question. What makes you so sure Blackwell is behind this?
Sunda, who is this idiot? Whom else would it be, boy? That smelly old fart is obviously out for revenge. Now stop asking stupid questions and send help!
Whoa! Pleasant as always, that Mr. Graham.
Sonda, I'll take the Mighty Numbers and handle the situation at the robot factory. You take call and find Dr. Blackwell at the prison.
You mean go myself to the prison? Like, actually, physically go there? I suppose it's the only way to contact Dr. Blackwell under the circumstances. But are you sure you don't want to swap missions? I think you, of all people, would want to see him, right?
On the contrary, I'd be quite content to never see him again for the rest of my life.
Kyle, there is actually a reason why he says that. So it's not actually a plot hole or anything.
Lollygagging. It's up to us to stop those rampaging bots.
Alright, so let's show off Aviator's thing. And there are some other things in here that got added. We'll talk about that in a bit. Setup. Hold down the attack button to have the propeller above your head. This information highlighted would have been very useful to me. Your jump height increases when you have this active. And you can throw this as a weird boomerang. So, normally,
new tips.
I would move on to the next stages, prison and robot factory. I'm actually going to do something a little different. We're going to go back to the oil platform because this is his weakness.
This just in, an Avi News special report. I'm above the refinery now and searching for pyro. I'm seeing a lot of flame-equipped robots. Keep them away from the oil, or things could get hot, hot, hot.
I don't remember if this is different or changed now that I've beaten it.
Fire extinguished. Substantial damage to the refinery, but a greater tragedy has been averted.
Yeah, so this is actually a bit of an interesting flavor text, I guess. If you go to explain after you've beaten the stage, Call will actually tell you something different based on the fact that you've done it. I might show those off, just to show them. But we're actually going to do the stage again.
All set, then?
Because now we have Avi's ability, which is useful for this. We'll get to use Avi's ability later, but I feel like it's at least... he deserves to at least get to use it in the stage where it's relevant.
Not exactly ideal conditions, I'll grant you that. Quickly now back. Locate Mighty Number 1.
I don't think it's the best for fighting enemies normally, but it does have its useful traits later in the stage.
No, that's more like it. Yeah.
Also, hit enemies down there.
Yo, Beckingsdale, what's the hurry? Where's the fire? Oh, hi, Pyro. Let me fly ahead and try to locate him for you. Thanks, Avi. I could use the help. No problemo, Rudabecca. Catch you later. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The propeller is decently powerful, I will say, though. It's just not the most practical against some enemies for some reason.
Go! Bring it on!
Like, when stuff like that happens, it's kind of awkward.
Bring it on! Go! Here we go!
Also, the propeller can block things above you. We'll just skip this if I can. Thank you, game, for letting me skip dialogue.
And it's confirmed. Pyro has gone rogue as well. Beck, you must hurry.
Go! Here we go! Go! I need it. Bring it on! Go! Bring it on!
And there we go.
Did you see all those bots? And such power! These designs of yours are something else, Will.
Yes, well, under the circumstances, that hardly feels like a compliment.
Yeah, stuff like that happens, it gets kind of awkward. But, let me see.
Bring it up.
Okay, that's alright, I guess. Poor guy down there in the flames.
Look out!
Heat has compromised the integrity of nearby structures. Please proceed with caution.
Whoa! No,
So this section is made easier, or, you know, just removed.
Seriously though, Pyro is just ahead, Beck. It's gonna get hot and heavy, so keep your cool. Got it. Thanks, Avi.
This segment, though, is still no Avi, unfortunately, because this is the harder segment, if you ask me. The one where probably most people die.
Pyro.
Alright. And once again, the boss music is glitched for him for some reason.
I don't want to fight
So-
you, Pyro. Please snap out of it.
It's no use, Beck. He's too far gone. You'll have to stop him by force.
As you can see, this is really trivializing this fight.
Come on.
Pyro just got completely demolished by that. Yeah.
Beck, is that you?
Mission clear.
Also, I'm gonna be honest, I like Pyro's design quite a bit. It's just a shame that the game's flame graphics are kind of bad.
What?
Anyway, let's see what Call has to say about these other ones, because, you know, a little bit of flavor text.
Waterworks are once again operational. The city's access to fresh water has been restored. Mighty Number 3 successfully repaired. The plant's power supply is secure.
I believe you are right. She does say I believe she does say something about the city.
Our base at Sanda Technologies is secure, but robots continue to rampage in the area. Mighty Number 4 located and successfully repaired. He is now assisting with nationwide rescue efforts. Invasion of military robots has been halted. We will continue to monitor the military base. Mighty Number 6 successfully repaired. Emergency broadcasts have resumed. Automated vehicles successfully disabled. Hopefully the roadways will reopen soon. The President and his staff have returned from their underground shelter. Apparently, no one was harmed.
Alright, now on to the actual stages in question.
Huh. Who ever heard of breaking into a prison? But we need to talk to Blackwell, so... Come on, Call! Any prison built to hold a genius like Dr. Blackwell will be a tough nut to crack into. We'll just need to search every nook and cranny until we find a way in.
Alright, so before I actually do this,
Newt,
you might have noticed this was added. We are going to be playing as Call for this next stage, in case that wasn't obvious. So she can only shoot one bullet at a time. She does have a hover ability. She can slow dash, but she can't absorb cell. She has the ability to crouch. She can have a barrier. It's whatever. I don't really know what's the point of this either, it just exists. So this is not spoilers. It's mentioned in the explanation.
You, all set, then?
I'll probably try the DLC another day, but not today.
System ready? Go!
All right. This must be the main prison building. Dr. Blackwell's cell will be deeper inside.
we'll need key cards to access the maximum security wing, Doctor. Please wait here.
Why did the music stop? Thank you, music. Please don't do that. Yeah, I got a key. Or a card. So this is a stealth mission. You can, like, get caught, but, like, they'll just, you know, attack you. Also, these things are really obnoxious, so... Also, despite being a stealth mission, Call is very talkative, I guess. Or vocal.
Whoa. A patch service bot! Perfect timing! Call. Plug in to recharge your shield energy. Use that as fuel to power your energy barrier. Press the shield button to activate it.
Too bad the game never explicitly tells you what the shield button is.
Doctor, a question. Why was I equipped with an energy shield?
Well, it's, just, you never know. You know.
I don't remember what the button is. Okay, it's that button. I know I'm being very specific about what that button is. It's the same button that lets me do the weird jumping abilities with back that nobody does. threatening, right? I know, I'm the best. I'll leave these guys for later.
Charging complete.
Ah, yes, this door is locked electronically. One sec while I hack it open. Great Caesar's ghost! They found us!
Please focus on hacking the terminal. I will try to neutralize any threats.
Second, I really wish some of these characters were, like, animated more. I think that would really make this improve the visuals at least. Also, as you can see, her shots are much weaker than Beck's. Because these are like enemies that I think Beck could take down in 1 or 2 hits. Anyway, what's this thing about? It's that simple. And that it killed itself. It'll also kill that guy too, because who cares about friendly fire? Although I guess it's friendly firing itself, so...
Interesting.
What is it, Cole?
I often detect an aversion to combat in Beck's vocal patterns, while I have no such reluctance. Question: why would Professor White include that hesitation in his design? It's illogical.
Yes, well, that,
Yo, Dr. Sonderman! Did you call some call, huh? Make her I reached you. I scouted up ahead and spotted a nasty guard dog. I'm talking one sick puppy. But I got a pro tip. Blast his big eye first. It's his weak point. Then go for massive damage.
It's not only Beck. All of Professor White's designs have such contradictions.
And this is why the game loves Abby. Or this is another part of the game demonstrating that. Frickin' bomb things. I don't think I need to crouch for that. Oopsies. I am a murder robot. Yeah, you can shoot these robots to, like, stun them. So, please remember that Call has the ability to dash. I forgot about this the second time playing this, and was very confused as to why I couldn't get to this area. Dang. Alright, let's try that again.
Ready.
Okay, I rushed a little bit too much on that one. Just... having a little bit of health missing isn't going to matter when insta-kills are the main problem. And I can also just heal like that. I don't think it's as bad as I made it out, but it is a kind of tight window, I guess. You basically just have to know how to space yourself. And unfortunately, that kind of messed me up. Those enemies are honestly in kind of annoying places, and I don't really know what's the best way to deal with them. And I might have to restart this level as a result. Which will be a bit disappointing, but it won't be the first time that I've had to restart an area. I don't think you... Can you use barrier while flying? If you can, thanks for the tip. But I thought... Maybe they just said you can't attack while using barrier. I really have not been using barrier at all.
Sprinter!
Yeah, okay, that's gonna be very useful then. I know I don't have to do it for this whole thing, but I will. God dang it, I got overzealous.
Game over.
Alright, let's restart. This isn't the worst stage ever.
System ready? Go!
Skip the dialogue. It's also kind of a bit difficult to be well versed with Roll, considering that she only gets this one stage. That's my excuse. Also, that too. If you were Beck, you would normally dash through this, because he automatically just does that, because he's Beck and he's the best.
Sprinter!
That's why he's called Beck. Beck is short for best. Totally.
Charging complete.
Give me the card.
Amazing!
I find it funny how just the simple act of doing that gives you an amazing bonus. Alright, let's deal with these things. Wow, that was fast.
Quick clear!
Okay. Oh, come on. I was trying to avoid shooting that one. I don't care how reckless I'm being here, when the only thing that's a danger to me is an insta-kill. And, you know, I'm gonna get healed here anyway.
Sprinter!
Okay, there we go. Jesus, that's honestly the hardest part, and I'm pretty sure the boss is right here, considering that guy. See, this is not that bad. Very creative name, K9.
Call, do you remember Avi's advice?
Affirmative, Doctor.
Why it needs to say the hint here? I don't know, man. I do think that's kind of silly, considering that Sanda literally just talked about Avi's advice there. I don't hate this boss, but I guess I understand why you're bothered by it.
Quite brilliant!
It is definitely slow, but I don't know. I kinda like it. It is a lot of standing around and doing nothing, but... Okay, I guess I don't feel like I've really seen the attack. I don't remember seeing it anyway. I think mainly the reason why I kind of like this boss is because unless you're using the barrier, you kind of have to get pretty close to him to avoid getting hit by that attack. I don't know, that could just be me though. Maybe if like you took more damage and this was actually more of a risky fight, I like it a bit more. There are higher stakes, but there's not much going on here. It is true. I mean, I can't like it. Yeah, I can see wanting more to it. There's not much at all. You know, just for funsies. This barrier is so useful.
Mission clear.
Oh man, look at the cell absorptivity average. Wow, I've never gotten an S rank. Alright. That's it, number dialogue from them. This thing exists. I always do the prism before I do the next stage, so I have no idea what would happen if you did them in a different order, but... yeah. Dr. Sanda and Call are now replaced with these guys. Also, Dr. White is not here. Also, these beep boops, whatever they're making, is kind of annoying. It's like, stop it. Let me see if they have different dialogue from these, because Call... God, stop with your noises! Okay, so I'm not actually going to go over all of these explanations now, because it's just going to say mission complete or something. Except I might try looking at this one. Yeah, there's nothing to see here. And I imagine the prison is no dip. I stand corrected. Oh yeah, I can just do that. Thanks. Hey, let's not do that, and let's go to where we're supposed to go. With actual voices, hopefully. God dang it, not actual voices. Pat, shut up! This is very important. Shut up, Patch! Can't believe this is the first time this is happening to me. Where's that like, wow, I really hate this thing's voice. Please shut up.
System ready? Go!
This is the second to last stage.
Now then, Beck, you needn't fight every robot you see. Our objective is the factory core.
Thanks, dude.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The security system is scrambled. As it is, you must hit the panel there to open the door. It only remains open for an instant, but that should pose no problem for you.
So, you are required to use your abilities in order to solve puzzles in this area. And, this is why I think I need the advice about this increasing your height. I did not know that the first time I played this game, and this area was kind of obnoxious.
Hey, get it together, you two! Tyrannosaurus Vex is here! The Haywire robot assembly line is just up ahead, Becker. It's all up to you.
And they really like using Avi's ability for this. They really like Avi. Oh, whoops.
You needed that. Here we go. That's more like it.
Let's just use Battalion.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I guess I should mention one of the criticisms that some people have for this game is that the boss health bars don't have like a marker showing when you're supposed to like absorb the do the little Zell absorb move. I mean, I think if you're paying attention to the fact of how you're supposed to play this game, it's fine, but I mean, it's whatever, I guess.
Well, 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 what do we have here? Yo, Beckropolis, I got a hot scoop.
Oh, god dang it, not you.
Sonda bag. Be right back.
Good! Good!
Okay, I need to learn to get good and not get hit by that. Wow, that had a lot of knockback for like no reason.
Great!
Oh, this boss. Remember this guy? Oops, I got hit. I'll use this just in case. I don't want to embarrass myself. Oh, I forgot that's how this worked. Oh well. Still a very easy boss. Oh, come on.
That's more like it. Go! That's more like it.
I believe this is how you're supposed to do this. Yes, it is. Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Ah, young one, not to worry. Nothing here my blades can't handle.
We've got this area under control. Go help Cryo's team instead.
Yes, please! I'm ice creaming these bots.
Sorry, I was not paying attention.
Many of them.
Maybe if you spend more time fighting and less on your lame puns.
What? Just remember who you're talking to, Shady. I'm 6 whole numbers older than you.
I think that's like the only sentence that Cryo has that is not an ice pun.
Here we go.
Just gonna heal myself.
Here we go.
There's so much going on here, so...
Here we go.
Although I guess if you want to be bad and just like blow everything up, that's fine too.
Nice clear.
Crash and burn!
Now that's what I like to see. First into battle, the tip of the spear. Good.
Of course. It's a leader's duty after all.
Good.
More of these bumpers? Don't worry. There's plenty of stuff to go around.
Go! Yeah! Here we go.
Get that one up. Okay. And then I think that's what I want.
Good heavens! I've never seen its like before. Has the factory started making its own designs? Beck, you must disable the computer core, there, before it can create an army of these.
Nameless. Because... I was hoping I could have... Yeah, apparently you can knock these things around with Seismic's ability, so... to take my time to actually get this thing out. Because once again, Avi's just the best for some reason. As I casually... Oh, okay, never mind, maybe not as useful sometimes. And I'm out of power again. Kind of exhausting all my weapons, unfortunately. But that's all of it.
Come on.
Although I guess I probably could have changed to Brandish. Whatever.
Mission clear.
Excellent. That should halt the manufacturing of any more Berserker robots, at least. Good work, Beck. I'll meet you back outside the factory. There's someone I must see first.
Hello, Dr. Blackwell.
One of those Sanders, aren't you? The scientist one. What do you want?
Do you know what's going on outside? The crazy robots, the clashes, the chaos?
I am aware. What did that twit Graham expect activating her again? Again?
Graham? From Cherry Dynamics? What do you mean, activating her again?
Trinity, of course. Graham is obsessed with using her to disrupt the weapons industry. The fool. I stopped him last time. And what thanks did I get? Lifetime stay at this maximum security resort.
Cheese and rice! You mean the cyber terrorism attack you were arrested for was to stop Graham?
Trinity can assimilate any robot's programming and overwrite it, take control of it. And not just the programming. She can incorporate a bot's components, expanding herself endlessly. If she's been activated, it's already too late. Trinity cannot be stopped.
Oh, peas and carrots!
So, Mr. Graham, it was you who activated Trinity. Dr. Blackwell wasn't around to stop you this time, yet you're scapegoating him again, just the same. It was never about progress with you, just money. Always money.
No, this isn't my fault. Her warning label didn't mention all this. I mean, not specifically. I blame her creators. I blame the shareholders. I blame corporate society. I blame my parents.
Trinity was my experiment. She was ultimately deemed a failure, but she was an educational one. I put everything I learned from creating her into Mighty Number 9. Beck is our only hope of stopping her.
Wait a minute. I didn't recognize you with that ridiculous hairdo, but you're Bill Blackwell!
No, my name is William White. I'm not Bill Blackwell. And I haven't been for a long time.
And there's your twist or something. Also kind of makes me wish this game got a prequel or something. I know that sounds weird considering this game. But I don't know. I feel like a prequel would be neat. And this is the final stage. Now these should have proper descriptions now, I think.
Any prison built to hold it, we'll just...
That's just the default it was before. Wait, did they have this?
We have made contact with Dr. Blackwell and received information pertinent to this crisis.
And then let's see what this says.
Factory secured. Production of malfunctioning robots has been halted.
Cherrydyne is the world leader in robotics. That factory produces all manner of nasty machines.
Did he say this last time?
But with all you've assimilated, Beck, I believe you're capable of handling just
Oh, right,
about
no, of course he
anything.
didn't say this last time, because we had Patch talking. I'm not sure who you'd play as in the prequel, if it were to exist, of course, but anyway, this is the final stage.
We believe Trinity is at the Battle Coliseum, absorbing all of the robots into herself.
Incredible. Trinity commands so much cell now that she's subsumed the entire Coliseum itself.
Subsumed. That's a word. Somebody look that up for me.
We have no data on what it's like inside, Beck. But I know for certain that you are our only hope.
Alright, let's begin.
You are all set, then? What in the blue blazes? The Battle Coliseum itself has been absorbed!
Trinity has gone beyond her original design and is assimilating everything around her. Avi, what are the conditions like surrounding the Coliseum?
I gotta be honest with you, boss. It's one big old mess out here. The streets are packed solid with haywire robots!
Understood. Return to the lab for now.
What'll we do, Will? What'll we do?
Our only hope is to sneak in from above. Avi could drop back into the target zone.
All right, let's do this.
You want to send Beck into that? Alone?
Any other robot would be assimilated by Trinity almost immediately. Only Beck shares Trinity's ability. He's the only one that can do this. Beck, you and Trinity possess the same power. She simply does not understand how to wield it. You must teach her how to control it.
I understand, Professor. I'll do it. I'll save Trinity.
I know you will, Beck. I know you will.
So, I don't think there actually is much with regards to insta-kill hazards in this level. Oh, god dang it. It crashed again. Been like twice so far, but hopefully this shouldn't happen. Yeah, okay, that's not just me. This cutscene is a bit laggy. I am on the maximum. I am on the maximum. Quality.
Sorry, Tex.
Maximum graphic settings,
Gap I could find in their air defenses. I better scoot before
which is
Trinity
also the
has me.
default.
Good luck. Fight the good fight.
Hit them, darn it!
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
My god, the fact that these things are just missing.
Here we go.
At least I have big ones, so now I can actually hit them easily.
Here we go. Here we go.
I've personally found Diatron to be very useful for this.
Bring it on. That's for Here. Here we go. Here. Here we go. Whoa.
Is Trinity creating a path for me?
She may roll out the red carpet, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome.
There's no other way in. Follow that path for now, Beck. Maybe it will lead to Trinity's core.
Here we go.
Proto-cell-based enemies detected ahead. Be wary of reforming cell blocks.
Even if you destroy them, they'll use the cells around them to reconstitute. Attack strategically.
Okay, so they mentioned something about these things. About being careful about them reconstituting. Everything seems fine so far. And still is fine for that matter.
Here we go. Here we go.
But I definitely pointed them out for a reason. And I'm probably not going to be able to really show it. Well, I guess I'll explain it. So they reform when you go far enough away. As you can see. Is there a... enough, is it? I know you can just barely edge this one. Haha. The game doesn't really explain that very clearly, and in some cases, you might, like, be wondering how to progress. I just kind of happened to do it without running into that problem. Also, because I know how they work, it's not that bad.
She will pursue any course that allows her to assimilate more cells in perpetuity. I realized later the dangers inherent in such a system, which is why I refined the design.
You mean with your next model? With Beck?
Okay, so there are two things I can do here. I'm gonna go over here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, come on. What do you mean I couldn't get into that gap?
Nice clear.
Alright. So, it's Avi time.
The path! It's gone!
Trinity is getting serious about absorbing Beck. A fall here would mean instant assimilation.
This is pretty much the only instant death part in this area. Also, that is a thing that works. Whoa, the game is lagging a lot.
Here we go. Go. Go.
Hi, Rumba. Anyway, we're at the end of the level, and now we're gonna fight the boss. Which is a Trinity. That should be self-explanatory.
Are you Trinity?
So, it's finally come to this. Two of my proudest creations squaring off. Beck, stop her the way you did the other Mighty Numbers. Save Trinity!
Yes, sir, Professor.
Infinity. I don't think her height's well, I mean, I guess it is in some ways. So guess what this boss is? It's Yellow Devil. There is an easier way to avoid that attack, but I'm gonna be a pain in the butt and not use it. Oh, come on, that was rude. Say if you don't really want to like memorize how the attack works, use Brandish. He doesn't reflect the projectiles, but he does just kind of casually not take damage from them. I got a bit panicky there. I think I'm gonna heal preemptively. This boss is really hard like the first time you fight, but like once you get used to how it works, it's not that bad. At least if you ask me. Which is why I'm able to do this part of the fight without Brandish, because it was really hard before that. Oops. Being a bit sloppy, as Counter Shade would say. Sloppy. But, of course, the boss fight isn't truly over. Now I get to fight this floral form of Trinity.
Attention! I am picking up a significant shift in Trinity's readings. She appears to be distressed.
Indeed. Just as Beck absorbed aspects of the other Mighty Numbers, she's learning from Beck. She's struggling with what she's done, what she'll do next, how to control her power. You can do it, Trinity! Open your mind! Show the world that robots can evolve!
Okay. I don't think the music's playing, is it? And hit down. Oh, now it's playing. And this game is being really weird with the music for some reason. Oh god, not this part of the fight. Beck, get off that ledge. Why is this? Nothing. Okay, I might actually first try this. Won't push it though. Okay. God dang it! Ah, man, that was so close to being a first try. Yeah. Okay, let's skip that. Ay, come on. I'm glad that you can still absorb the Zell even when Trinity's in their invincible form. Yeah, so once you like memorize the pattern for this attack, it's not that hard to avoid. But of course you have to memorize it. And that takes time. She gonna go in the middle? Yes, she is. Fortunately, you can just kind of go right through her when you're absorbing Zell. Oh, come on! Okay, well I can still grab that. Come on, man! Yeah, I pretty much know the first phase, it's not an issue. Alright. Can I skip the cutscene for this and have music faster by doing that? Yeah, it would have been nice to have a checkpoint for this. But I don't know what happened there. I will say that the whole assimilating thing is kind of a problem with Trinity, considering she's already colored purple, so it is hard to see. I did the thing. Shut up, game. It's mostly the stem where it's hard to see. Oh, we're doing this again? No, don't get me hit by that. I feel like I need Avi to avoid this attack now, which I never used Avi to avoid this attack. I wish I had a heal. Ah, come on! Darn it. Just gotta keep doing this fight over and over again. Well, that was silly. Hi, getting kind of reckless with this fight. Stop! This is what happens with impatience. Can you blame me with how many times I have to do this over and over again? Oh, not this again. Just one heal would be... Come on! I passed through you! What?! What do you mean the stem wasn't damaged enough? What?! I was hitting it with a bunch of explosives! What happened? Brandish doesn't matter for the flower form, it's this form. This is the form where Brandish would be useful. Also, I personally find using Brandish to be kind of brain dead. I'm not overthinking things. See, it's hard to see purple on purple sometimes. I dashed. I'm gonna wait for this attack. I don't know how that happened. I'm dashing, man. Alright. I feel like I need this now. So I'm gonna use it. Got a little distracted there. Trying to change my weapon. I'm fine. Okay, I got the absorption. Gonna wait on this. Okay, this should be the... There we go. No! No! Oh, right. They die. Oh, Jesus. Got me scared. It's like, oh, there's this one sliver of health left.
Come on! Step out of it! Now!
Wow, I got more achievements? Beat the final boss with 0 lives and low health, and beat the game in under 120 minutes? Or something?
Mission clear.
I don't believe that, by the way, but...
Your true form! I did it! I mean, you did it, Trinity! We did it!
Excellent work, Beck! Excellent! You have surpassed even my greatest expectations!
Warning. All cells in the area are no longer under Trinity's control. They are destabilizing.
She means that the whole place is coming down! Ah!
The assimilation threat is gone. Mighty Numbers, rescue Beck and Trinity!
Roger that!
And yet Trinity cannot talk normally. Also, isn't this art style just really nice? Like, it honestly looks really cool. And it's a shame that the models can't always do it justice. Also, Trinity just being an anime girl. I mean, Call is an anime girl, but like... And here's the game's credits. The game's, like, what is it? 4-hour-long credits? Which I'm going to skip most of. God. I don't know how I'm gonna go through these credits. I don't know if I'll go through the whole, like, rap song that apparently exists. But, yeah, this is a game. Also, Ray, a character that you don't know, probably, maybe. Who's Matt Mercer? You seem very shocked. Yeah, we should definitely go to the ending soon. Basically, my thoughts on this game are... It's fun. I don't know if I can say this game is great. I don't know, like, when you get around the problems that this game has, like crouch dashing and powered up shots piercing terrain and that bug in Seismic Stage that I basically can't do anything about unless you're not on Mac. The fact that Pyro Stage is like the hardest one. The fact that Counter Shade.
Mighty is defined as
oh god, here's the song. Christ.
Especially on account of size. The mighty nature inside a tiny man can make the hardest task routine.
Do I listen to this whole thing?
And a mighty man can power the impossible.
I mean, you can probably just listen to it on YouTube, but talking about the future, and yet the game's intro said present day.
It's the level the playing field, but they ain't playing fair, so they be forced to yield. Dr. White made 9 siblings, called the Mighty Numbers to boost competition.
Alright, I'm stopping. I can't do this.
They probably shot blanks, but when
skip all.
Trinity was brought under control when she absorbed Beck's empathy and caring nature, his heart. My new synthetic heart routine makes it possible for robots to evolve ethically, to grow responsibly. Just wait. This will revolutionize the science of robotics, the fate of all robots, of all mankind.
You got lucky, that's all. And cleaning up your own mess doesn't make you a visionary. Besides, who can guarantee the behavior of robots left to their own devices, evolving on their own? This heart of yours is unnecessary, and worse, dangerous. I remain unconvinced, Bill.
Don't call me that. My name is William White. I'll show you. I'll show you and everyone else who doubted me.
Then only time will tell if this mighty number 9, this Beck, is a blessing or a curse.
And this is the reason why I want this game to have a sequel.
All right, quit your lollygagging. It's up to us to stop those rampaging bots.
Configure controls and view tips. You can also adjust these settings in-game.
So that's pretty much everything. We obviously still have the DLC mission. I'm not gonna do it this stream. I might do it another time, and I might do it blind, too, because I haven't actually played it yet. But, I don't know. We'll see. This is really all you need to know about the game.
Configure controls and view tips.
Get it on
you
Steam.
You can also adjust these settings. End the game.
Get it on Steam. Don't get it on Wii U. I don't even know how you would get it on Wii U at this point in time. I would take a Switch port of this game as long as it's not a mess, but knowing ports to Nintendo consoles, it probably will be a mess. I don't know if it got a disc release. It might have, but again, I'm not sure. So, this game is alright. That's... man, I don't know, like... This game gets a lot of hate, but I honestly don't know how much I can say is truly bad about it. I won't say that it's a great game. No, of course Nintendo is not going to take a chance announcing this game for the Switch. for a multitude of reasons. One, they probably can't put it on Switch anyway, and two, the reputation. But this game I don't think is all that bad. And if you want to freaking try it, it's on Steam. Do what you want. Also, I do think this is a little fun thing here. They have exit game, but like it's not just like, oh, you'll leave the game. But just give this a little listen. And that'll be our send-off for the stream. This is it for the Mightiest of Numbers 9. In no longer September, the 9th month. We're now in October, the 10th month. Can I have Mighty number 10? Will the sequel of this game just be Mighty number 6? Because Avi is apparently the best character? I don't know, maybe. But until then, which will probably be never, good night.
Initializing power down sequence. Until next time.